Hey, you guys, remember where we left off? Remember the chief, who is the girl, Karana, her dad, and he told him his real name. The Russian smiled. That was the captain of the ship. The Russian smiled and held up his hand, calling himself Captain Orlov. But my father also held up his hand. So they did like that to say hi. I could not see his face, but I doubted that he smiled in return. I have come with 40 of my men, said the Russian. We come to hunt sea otter. We wish to camp on your isle while we are hunting. My father said nothing. He was a tall man, though not so tall as Captain Orlov, and he stood with his bare shoulders thrown back, thinking about what the Russian had said. He was in no hurry to reply because the Aleuts had come before to hunt otter. That was long in the past, but my father still remembered them. You remember another hunt, Captain Orlov said when my father was silent. I have heard of it. It was led by Captain Mitrif, who was a fool and is now dead. Oops, I lost my place. The trouble arose because you and your tribe did all of the hunting. We hunted, said my father, but the one you call a fool wished us to hunt from one moon to the next, never ceasing. That's a whole month. This time you will need to do nothing, Captain Orlov said. My men will hunt, and we will divide the catch. 1 part for you to be paid in goods, and 2 parts for us. The parts must be equal, my father said. Captain Orlov gazed off toward the sea. We can talk of that later when my supplies are safe ashore, he replied. The morning was fair with little wind, yet it was the season of the year when storms could be looked for. So I understood why the Russian wished to move onto our island. It's better to agree now, said father. Captain Orlov took 2 long steps away from my face. Oh, I am so sorry. Away from my father, then turned and faced him. 1 part to you is fair, since the work is ours and ours the risk. Father shook his head. The Russian grabbed his beard. Since the sea is not yours, why do I have to give you any part? The sea which surrounds the island of the blue dolphins belongs to us, answered my father. From here to the coast of Santa Barbara, 20 leagues away. Leagues. I bet that's not a word you know. So I am going to write that in my writing notebook. That's what good readers do when they come upon a passage and one of the words is unfamiliar. So I'm going to look that up. But I'm going to keep reading now, and then I'll check on it to see if it makes sense. No, only that which touches the island where the otter live. Captain Orlov made a sound in his throat. He looked at our men standing on the beach and towards those who had now come from behind the rocks. He looked at my father and shrugged his shoulders. Suddenly he smiled, showing his long teeth. Long teeth. I wonder if that's something. I'll pay attention. The parts shall be equal, he said. He said more, but I did not hear it, for at that instant, in my great excitement, I moved a small rock, which clattered down the cliff and fell at his feet. Everyone on the beach looked up. Silently, I left the toyon bushes and ran without stopping until I reached the mesa. Nice. I'm excited about this book. I think it sounds really good. I'm going to stop here, and tomorrow we will start chapter 2. Now, my expectation is that you start this and you make sure that you've read everything up to page 9. Make sure you have that read. You can listen to it on this video and you can follow along with your book, or you can just listen, because I know your eyes get tired, Mackenzie, and yours too, Alicia. So I want you to do whatever you have to do, but I expect that you know what's going on before we start chapter 2. Otherwise, you'll miss the best part. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.